For our final project, our group decided to tackle the problem of teaching scheduling here at Drexel. We believe that it is not taught properly or well enough in University 101, and that many students still have no idea what they're doing. We believe they just either don't pay attention, or it doesn't catch their eye, or they don't deem it important enough. And we want to make the students believe that it is important enough that they should pay attention. We want them to not be bored during the presentations. We want them to retain the information that is taught. So to address this problem, our group created a brochure, a letter to University 101 staff, and a Prezi, which the Prezi and the brochure also go together.
We created this letter to the University 101 teaching staff in order to outline the problem. It also describes our problem and tells why our solution, the creation of the brochure and Prezi, is fitting. Our letter is convincing and has ethos behind it because it's both professionally written and addresses a commonly known problem across campus, which is the problem aforementioned by Alex.
For our brochure, we decided to go with a more flashy approach. On the right is seen the cover, which has scheduling written twice, so people know what it's about before they even open it. At the bottom of the cover, we have the Prezi link in order to give them an easier way to access the Prezi online. In the middle, it can be seen contact information, which is on the back of the brochure. This is here for students to contact the people who created the presentation if they needed any more information or had questions about anything they've seen or heard about. And on the inside panel, which is on the left, we have a student checklist, which the students can personally check exactly what they've done. They can keep track of what they need to do. It's just a helpful way for them to stay on top of things. And on the bottom of that left panel, we also have stated in bold letters more details on the Prezi. This is because the brochure is more of a summary than an actual discussion. On the inside of the brochure, we have headers that are asked in the form of questions. This is for the student to ask themselves these questions, so it's more of an interactive kind of brochure. Underneath each question is simplified information about where to go, where they can get more information. Easy to see pictures for to lead them in the right direction. These questions are the more important ones. They're the minor ones. They're more the what classes do you need, or what time ticket do you need, those kind of things. We just wanted the students to have a better way of realizing what they need to do. They should be more involved with their own scheduling.
The Prezi, as seen from here, can look rather complicated and not that easy to follow, but in fact it is very easy to follow and quite linear as soon as you start looking at it. Scheduling 101.
As you can see, our Prezi is organized in a step-by-step process, with each step in large bold letters followed by peripheral information. It goes through each resource that you can use at each step, so that you can utilize every portion of Drexel sites and third-party sites as necessary. It describes each portion site that is actually usable for scheduling, so it doesn't try to overload you with unnecessary information, and it gives you nice, easy step-by-step how to access each part of the information.
It then makes sure that you know each specific part, and it's organized in such a way that each part that you get to is the part you're supposed to do next, and this part that you should then have on your checklist, which will go along with the brochure rather well. As you can see here, everything, literally everything, is covered inside of it, and this is to make sure that there are no questions at the end, and to ensure that no matter any issue that arises or anything else, this Prezi will be able to tell you what is the issue, or what you can do to fix that issue, or where you can go that'll tell you the information with the issue. It also covers several things that Drexel does not before, and we found these things are actually easier to use, such as Schedulizer, that the University 101 did not cover. So we thought that because of their ease of use, we should tell the students about them so they too can have an easier time.
as you can see, that the Prezi does not resemble visually anything that the Drexel University 101 class presents to you. The reason we presented it as such is because the PowerPoints that the classes use are rather standard and kind of boring. These will be more likely to draw the students' attention and will be less likely to leave them sleeping in their seats.
We use screenshots instead of links, so this way we can guide our followers through every single one of the portions of the site, and we don't have to worry about them opening up a new browser every single time they want to look at something. And overall, it's just easier for us to be able to do it this way. Then we know they're looking at the same things that we are, and they're looking at the right things, and you don't have to describe what portion of the site to go look at when you can just look at the screen and immediately see exactly where you're supposed to go.
From this point on, the Prezi continues in much the same manner, detailing every step that a student would need to take during the scheduling process. As you near the end, it will take you back to other steps just to reassure that you remember how to use the resources that are used again. And then after you reach the end of the Prezi, it brings you to our citations, which, just in case someone looking at the Prezi needs to access any of the resources we use while creating it, whether that be Drexel 1 or DegreeWorks or any of the resources used to design our brochure or Prezi.